And come 2025, some Kern County and Tulare County voters may be partaking in yet another special election. This election is to fill the 32nd Assembly District seat vacated by now Congressman Vince Fong. Here's 17's political reporter Jenny Ha with the details of this race and her conversations with the candidates thus far.
But in terms of the logistics, a special election could happen.
Well, we'll cross that bridge if that happens. We'll do another interview and we'll discuss that option.
Well, I'm going to hold you to that.
All right.
That special election now a reality. As former state assemblyman Vince Fong became Congressman Fong, he left the 32nd Assembly District seat vacant. But he ran for Congress in the first place because his longtime mentor, Kevin McCarthy, resigned from the 20th Congressional District following his ouster from the House speakership.
Certainly, I found out that Congressman McCarthy wasn't filing for re-election, and when he came out with his Wall Street Journal op-ed.
That was already after Fong declared re-election to the Assembly. So Fong tried to run for Congress instead to succeed McCarthy, but California's Secretary of State argued a candidate can run for only one office in an election. Fong disagreed, which led to a months-long lawsuit that Fong won. His name remained on the ballot for both CD20 and AD32. Bakersfield City Council member Ken Weir attempted to succeed Fong this past presidential election. Current Republicans, including Fong himself, rallied behind Weir but were unsuccessful. Fong won both CD20 and AD32. So AD32 is vacant once again, and this 2025 special election will determine the next representative. It's unclear at this time if Ken Weir will run in the special. So far, Republican Stan Ellis and Democrat Dr. Chris Cruz Boone have launched campaigns. Are you the Kern County Republican candidate?
I would say so.
Okay. Yes. Bakersfield businessman Stan Ellis is sweeping the endorsements of prominent Republicans, Congressman Fong and David Valadao, Sheriff Donnie Youngblood, District Attorney Cynthia Zimmer, and Supervisors Philip Peters, Jeff Flores, David Couch, and Chris Parlier.
Number one is we need critical infrastructure for water, and we need clean water and sustainable water to our families and our farmers. Instead of spending $128 billion on a rail that goes nowhere, high-speed rail, why aren't we putting that money into water infrastructure that will ultimately lower the price of food to families?
Ellis says he moved to Bakersfield in 1975 for an oil field job. Since then, he's gotten creative in many fields, especially science.
We have an opportunity through supply and demand to lower gas prices. When you start lowering gas prices, you bring water in and you get cheap water, you lower food prices. So science can help us drive common sense, which they're lacking in my opinion.
His opponent, Dr. Chris Cruz Boone, has a long-time background in education. She's the board president of the Bakersfield City School District and says she's been teaching in Kern since 2005.
I'm tired of folks who don't have children, folks who have never been in a classroom, coming up with proclamations from Sacramento and sending them down. In short, I'm really sick of millionaires deciding what's best for my community.
Cruz Boone says her focus is on everyday people, improving quality of education, affordability, public safety, and drug prevention.
I'm a part of a lot of online social media mom groups here in Tulare and Kern County. Those moms barter formula and food so they can feed their families. I'm running for folks like that. I'm running for folks who work full-time jobs but have a side hustle just so they can afford Christmas for their kids.
AD32 includes portions of Kern and Tulare counties, stretching south from Visalia to Bakersfield and into Taft and Tehachapi. According to the Secretary of State, 25% of registered voters here are Democrat, 48% Republican. If a candidate gets a majority of the votes in the February primary, there will be no general election in April. Interested candidates must finish paperwork with elections by Thursday, January 2nd. Jenny Hutt, 17 News.